Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently working our way through some statistical upgrades for our navies, and we're also just generally working on producing our navies. It's gonna be a while before our navies are properly online though, and we can see that the Japanese shogunate has actually straight up invaded the German Empire's hold on India. This is really good. We're very glad to see the Japanese and the Germans just straight up fighting each other. We want this. This is good. So we'll keep that going. And we're probably not going to wait for our entire navy to come online before we intervene in this war. I think that's just going to be way too long. But I wanted to get all of these producing, and I definitely do want to get a number of researches finished here. So we're going to go ahead and grab, at this point, the medium caliber semi-armor piercing shell. Beautiful. And we're also going to grab the firefighting drills. There we go. So we'll get those going, and in terms of how our actual navy will be set up here, I mean, I still don't exactly know why we're not getting our destroyers. When we have these ships, 3 ships of type destroyer. I don't know why that's not working. It's very strange. We could try putting them into a new task force here. But I don't think that'll work. We could try moving them out over here. I have a question. What happens if we get rid of the destroyers here and then move these guys into here and then combine together these task forces? And then it didn't add any destroyers here, but we then add destroyers here. Like so. Like that. 3 out of 5. And they immediately get moved out. I'm very confused by that. Incredibly confused by it. So apparently this guy at Arnold Farncombe just refuses to have destroyers. From what I can tell. There's no other option here. It's just destroyer for the ship class. Okay. So he just refuses to let these join. Very strange. Very strange indeed. I don't know what to say about that. He allowed a submarine to join. We started this with a carrier, so presumably he'll allow carriers to join. I guess we'll find out if he'll allow cruisers and battleships to join eventually. I mean, it'll take a while for our cruisers and battleships to get finished up. For sure. That will definitely take a while, but we'll see. We'll also see if this new destroyer, when it finishes construction, is allowed to join. That'll all be not exactly interesting, but good information to have. The Japanese have landed another location over here. Interesting. So are the Japanese going to beat the Germans here, is the question. We don't actually want the Japanese to beat the Germans here. What we want is for them to fight each other to a standstill and just waste huge amounts of men and material on each other. That's the goal. Small caliber semi-armor piercing shells have finished up. And that, of course, means that we can come in here and grab, say... Actually, we definitely need the small caliber armor piercing shell. There we go. We'll research that. Beautiful. So Japan is pushing out over here, but getting pushed in over here. That was exciting. I missed my mute button there. I apologize for that. The real question is, though... Okay, they're getting pushed in here now, too. This is good. We want this. We would love to see the Germans stack wipe the Japanese repeatedly here. In much the same situation that they've repeatedly stack wiped the British here, here, and here. That would be great. Ah, the North American Association has lost some territory over here. Fascinating. Okay. Well, we'll see what ends up happening with these Japanese incursions. But for the time being, I'm more confused about what's going on with our Navy. I really, really am. Why does this guy not like destroyers? Let's get rid of these destroyers. And then let's move these destroyers back into here. And then group these task forces back together. And now let's go in here and set the template from current composition of the task force. That did nothing. Yeah, that did literally nothing. And that just resets it. Without making any changes, I guess. Wait, this is now 3 of 5. Yeah, this is 3 of 5. And we're expecting him to just immediately reject these and send them back into the reserve fleet here. What happens if we turn off automatic split off? He just immediately sends them back. Okay. Yeah, I'm officially really confused about why Harold Farncombe really doesn't like those 3 destroyers. I feel like they're pretty necessary for us. For preventing submarines from getting in. But, okay. He doesn't like destroyers, I guess. Bizarre. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm definitely very confused about that. There must be something I'm not understanding. Like I said, just generally, the way that navies work in this game, I find to be fairly unintuitive. So, we'll see. We'll see if we can figure that one out eventually. Our anti-air constructions are almost done. That's good. We have a lot of construction to go. But mostly what we're waiting on is all of these technologies finishing up, and hopefully some ships as well. We'd like to have some navy here. That would be nice. So is there something in the design that's making him reject these? The public opposes rearmament, huh? Protecting our sovereignty comes first. We lose some war support and stability, but we're still over 100%, so that's okay. So, on this destroyer hull, yeah, I don't see anything here that would prevent it. Maybe it would be really weird if it was being blocked by the icon, right? Like, that would be really weird. Because it's set as a Minesweeper icon? What if we were to set it as a crab icon? That would be bizarre if that worked. Yeah, no, that's just grasping at straws. Definitely. What happens if we tell it to do naval exercises? Now, I'm pretty sure that we're going to run out of fuel pretty quickly doing this. Actually, that's not too bad. So we're working up our experience here. But we're definitely not able to get our destroyers in here. Very weird. Okay. So what if we do this? And just have our destroyers separate out here. Like that. That would be weird, but I don't see another way to really do it. So, sure. I guess we'll do that. Work up our naval experience a bit that way, but more importantly, work up the experience of our ships. Cool. So that's underway, and we're not dropping our fuel very much, actually. Yeah, that's reasonably fine. It's going to take a long time to run out of fuel like that. So that's good. We are working on naval production, and that increases our our dockyard output by 20%. So that's not insignificant. Almost done with our air defenses. Excellent. And we're getting close to done with our statistical upgrades here, too. So that's great. 14 days on the medium caliber semi-armor piercing shell. And then, of course, we're going to have to go for the full-on armor piercing shell. So that'll be done soon enough. Cool. How's the Japanese incursion over here going? They've been pushed out up here. And they're just fighting away over this way. How's Germany doing on their manpower? And how is Japan? 2 million. Okay, so Japan's definitely going to get pushed out of here. But they're landing over here now, too. I love this. This is really good. Japan just keeps fighting over here, and if they fight Germany heavily, they should eventually work their way through this manpower. Eventually. Down to 1 to 2 million manpower. Okay. Looks good. Fantastic. So we're going to finish up our anti-air here very soon. And the medium caliber semi-armor piercing shell in 5 days. So that's all great. Our naval production is slow going, but it is underway. We are producing 1.6 submarines per year. We're producing 0.84 destroyers per year. 0.28 cruisers. 0.41 carriers. And 0.34 heavy ships per year. We obviously need more dockyards, but in order to do that... Now that's interesting. I'd like Japan to really come in conflict with the United States. So far that's not really happening. But we did just finish up that armor-piercing shell. So that's great. And next up, we are going to go, I think, for our bracket shooting. That'll be fine. And we can spend research points to get this, but I don't think there's a point to doing that right now. So we'll just research it the old-fashioned way, because we still need naval doctrine. So that's going to be fine. Okay. So far we're maintaining the peace around here. Japan is definitely pushing hard right now. They're going to be overextended, though. And that's good for us. I would very much like to take over New Zealand and just these general Japanese locations out this way. That would be amazing. We'd be very, very happy about that. What does Japan have for a navy? A lot. Okay. British Malaya has capitulated. That's not super shocking. Okay. So Japan is definitely the biggest threat to us at this point. And they are a big threat. We're kind of waiting at this point to time our attack with them with a big boy. Like, they're fighting Germany over here, sure. But we're waiting for a big push from Germany or the US or even Britain against Japan. That's kind of what we're waiting for here. And in the meantime, we're building our strength and hopefully going to be able to do something against Japan. That would be awfully nice if we're able to. But overall, this is looking reasonably good. And I'm really liking the fact that Japan is throwing a lot of troops into attacking Germany. I'm liking that a lot. What we don't want is for Japan to be successful at that. If Japan is successful at it, problems could ensue for us. So that's definitely something to consider. I think that we should probably prioritize our... Oh, that went awkwardly. I think we should probably prioritize our radar stations as a fairly high priority over the air bases for now, but under the air defenses. Okay. Something kind of like that. And of course, we've got a lot of coastal forts that are queued up, but they're low priority. Okay. So we would really... The Japanese have a pretty good toehold here right now. We'd really like to see Germany push them out of here and just repeatedly keep doing that. That would be great. The small caliber armor-piercing shell will be done in 23 days. And the US is just kind of not doing anything. I think they're busily fighting Britain, which is unhelpful. Very unhelpful indeed. Greece is still just chilling here. It seems like they're not currently capable of conquering Greece. So that's interesting for sure. But we definitely want to go after the Japanese shogunate. The question is, how powerful are they navally? And I think the answer is incredibly. If we look at these guys, yeah, Germany has 36 to 73 ships. The US has 277 to 497, so the US is doing a lot better on Navy. But that's not really a comparison to Japan. That said, almost all of Japan's ships are destroyers or light cruisers. Interesting. Very interesting indeed there. They eclipse us in the air as well, which is unsurprising, given the manpower advantages. We would be much further along if we had manpower of some description. Unfortunately, we don't. And so here we are. 12 days on our small caliber armor-piercing shells. And that will finish up nicely. After we get that, what are we interested in? Working our way down transports, maybe? Yeah, that would be fine. We could do that. And then there's all of the... Ooh, naval mines avoidance would be nice. Aerial mine laying. Yeah, we're not... Actually, laying mines is probably not a terrible concept, is it? Why did we lose this dockyard? Where did this go? Oh, it's being used for repairs. Right. Why did it pull from here? That's weird. I would much rather that you pull from our heavy ships right now. Okay. And then for submarines, we go like that. Cool. There we go. I want to have submarines underway here, so we can do aerial and submarine mine laying. But mines are probably going to be a good idea for us, given our disadvantages. So that's something that we're definitely going to want to do. Oh, we also dropped off of speed 5. No wonder things were feeling a little slower. More Japanese landings over here. Our small caliber armor piercing shell has finished up. So of course we can work on our magnetic mines, or perhaps even torpedo tube mine deployment. Cool. There we go. 20 days on our firefighting drills. And I do believe that Germany can push out Japan here. They've done it before, and I think they'll do it again. They probably just have to move troops over. New Zealand capitulated. We knew that that was coming. So, we need to figure that Japan is probably going to be... Oh, Indonesia can almost take over the faction. Hilarious. If they do, I'm not too concerned. Japan is probably going to want to attack us pretty soon. We're entering the area that they're interested in attacking. They're running out of non-us targets, is what I'm trying to say. So that's something to think about. We are kind of prepared for it. Kind of. So these submarines we are pumping out. That's great. How are we doing with our Navy here? We've got 2 out of 6 submarines. Okay. All looks good. Well, good adjacent. Anyway, slow, but good. Firefighting drills will be done in 3 days here. That will be great. That'll be a nice statistical boost to us. A defensive one, to be sure, but a nice one regardless. Oh, they landed up here too. Okay. Well, we're going to hit separate fire mains. Once again, this is all defensive. So that's fine. Cool. Japan is definitely invading India here. And they seem to be very committed to invading India. I really hope Germany can hold this. I think they can. I want to see this continue, but fail. Like, I want them to continue working on that. That would be great. Okay, so we're continuing our constructions here. And that'll all be fine. I feel like we back off to 3 here and toss 1 additional into cruisers. There we go. Something kind of like that. Fantastic. Heavy fighting going on here in India as the Japanese attempt to invade it. And again, we're very, very happy about that. Japan is going to be dropping their manpower amounts. Slowly. I really wish the US would get involved with the Japanese front here, but so far that's not happening. We might have to attack while they're attacking here. That may end up being what we do. We'll see. It is about time to put a cut in here, so for now I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode we'll keep watching the strength of the Japanese. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, El Michi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.